Tesla just released the actual earning that is going to take place online. So let's take a look at this a little bit. Automotive revenues a little bit higher at 20 billion. Energy generation, we have a decrease right here, but still an increase year over year by 52%. Services and other revenues, so maybe 20 million more. Total revenues, just a little bit lower quarter over quarter. Gross profit up 400 million approximately, so that's pretty nice. Gross margin increase in gross margin. Operating expenses, quite a big decrease. We are talking about 700 million in decrease. So this is good. Operating margin 10%. We were trending, 7, 8, 5, 6. Now we are at 10. So this is a big difference. And adjusted EBITDA margin 18%. The business is nicely profitable. Net income 2.1 billion compared to 1.4 last quarter. Non-GAAP 2.5 compared to 1.8. And the earnings per share 0.62 compared to 0.42. This is for GAAP, and 0.72 compared to 0.52, which is non-GAAP. So where does that leave us? So far we closed today at 213.65, down $4.32, down almost 2%. So we had lost our support to 17.65. So people were not really convinced that Tesla would be doing as good as it did in this earnings call. So as we said, the estimate was $0.69 estimate earnings. They closed at 0.72, so that's 21%, a positive surprise of 21%. Now, they have a little bit of a miss on the revenue, so, that's not too bad. It's a 1% miss. But so far, right now, we are post-market. Tesla is at 231 at 39 right here. So this would bring us above 226.18. This would still mean that we would still be outside of this bullish channel. Big bullish channel, we would still be outside of it right here. Maybe tomorrow we are going to go a little bit higher, but we would need to break 242 in order to get back into it and start moving higher again. So pretty good quarter for Tesla. Now the question is, how is Elon going to speak during the earnings call? How positive is he going to be about the future? Depending on what he says, this could be having an influence post-market and also tomorrow morning. Taking a look at the rest of the market, VIX is climbing by 5%. So we are up 1.04. So we are really rebounding on this region right here. This is quite high. So this is not looking super good. Bonds also, if we look at the 10-year bonds have been climbing quite fast. And when the bonds tend to climb, the stock market tends to go down. Now, let's take a look at our stock indices. So Dow Jones, we are touching support. We have not broken below support. We are touching support. We are touching the moving average. So the big test is going to come. Are we going to bounce on it or not? If we start closing below 42,343, then this means that support is not holding. So we are going to go back into this big congestion zone. Yet we are still into this bullish channel. So, there's still some chance that we bounce right here. If we don't bounce there, then we are going to start thinking about shorting. And if we look at stochastic below 60, this is not good news also. SPX moved down today. We are down almost 1%. We have broken and closed below this bullish support that we were in, and also this bullish support that we were also in, because we were into two bullish channels at the same time. We are outside of both of them. We are starting to touch the moving average. Stochastic is barely above 60. If we start breaking this support right here, this is going to be a short. So we are talking, approximately 5,500 if we break that. NASDAQ, the same thing. We are down 1.5. a bit bigger, a bigger move down than what we had on the other indices. We touched right smack on 19,943 during the day, touching the moving average, losing stochastic over 60. So we are definitely seeing a little bit of a weakening today. Nasdaq is still into a bullish channel, so this part is still good. But if we start going outside of this bullish channel, I'm going to give it a last chance on this support at 19,626. We have this nice support right here, but outside of that, then we are going to start going down with the bearish channel. We need to check our longs to make sure that we don't lose the profit that we have on paper. And at 5:30 Eastern time, Tesla management is going to hold a live question and answer webcast at 5:30 Eastern time, so we can check this out and then gather back tomorrow morning to see how Tesla is going to open. I'm going to be posting something in my community Discord as to where Tesla is going to hold, and I'm going to do the technical analysis on this to see where this is going to fit on our current trend lines. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.